sports fans. It's your main man, Matt, from the DFS 5-pack. I'm with my main man, the DFS Patriot. It is Saturday, January 1st, first day of 2022. What's happening, dog? How was your New Year?
New Year, low-key as always with, wife is 8 months preggo, 2 kids, so nice and low-key. How was yours?
Same over here, minus the kids. So just hung out, got some sushi for dinner. Just hung out. Ended up staying up late because I was tilting an NBA sweat, which ended up not coming through. But it was a low key, just nothing type of night. New Year's is well overplayed in my opinion these days.
Yep.
So I don't know. We got a nice NBA slate to talk about tonight. Not too many games. I think there's only 5 or 6 games.
5 games, yeah.
Yeah, 5 games right now because one of the games starts at 6:30. So
right.
That game's not on the slate. Before we hop into it, let me shout out our promoters real quick because I could for sure use that free wager right now in Oklahoma State because they do not look good. When you sign up and join Jazz Sports, you get a no-risk wager up to $1,000 back in your first bet. That's $1,000 back if your first wager is graded a loss. You just can't beat that deal. The promo code over there when you sign up is 5-pack. The link will be in the description section. And then Loose Lines. Loose Lines is an affiliate of Jazz Sports. They have really good lines, reduced juice and other perks over there. When you sign up at Loose Lines, you get an additional 50% off your first deposit. So check that out. The promo code is also 5-pack over there. The link will be in the description section. I appreciate it. I know you've been messing with Loose Lines a little bit, so that's good to hear. And we got another NBA slate to tackle. So let's get after it.
Let's do it. Yeah, the Bruins just gave up another goal, so that's just kicking the nuts. But all right, carry on. So
you want to pull up DK?
Yeah, I got it up already.
All right, cool.
So first game is San Antonio, Dallas. So San Antonio side, Murray cleared protocol, but he's not playing tonight. He's already been ruled out for conditioning. Lonnie Walker got put into protocol this morning, I believe. Yep. He just got into protocol. Let's see who else. Is Bates Diop going to play, or is he going to?
He's questionable. That came out a little bit ago.
Yep. And then, that's really it from that side.
So the Spurs were getting beat pretty handily last night, so they ended up resting their guys late in the fourth. I think Derrick White, going right back to Derrick White's intriguing.
Yeah. For sure. He's definitely going to be popular, especially with no Lonnie Walker as well. So you're literally looking at the 2 other guards that are going to handle the ball that are going to be out of this game.
It's such a good spot for the Spurs also.
Right. Going off back-to-back after that loss last night.
Yeah. What about DEVIN, VASSELL, the lesser Spurs guys? What are your thoughts on them?
Yep. Again, someone's going to have to play these big minutes. Especially if Bates Diop is out, I could see, Devin Vassell starting. So,
say this, though. There was a game he started, a week and a half ago where I used him, and he was awful.
Probably this game against Utah?
No, it was against Sacramento, actually. Sacramento.
Yeah.
He hustled late to get 16 DK points. He was sitting under 10 for most of the game. Now, again, that was with Murray in. He's just not a very good DFS player. It's such a good spot for the Spurs, though.
Well, that's what I mean. You're playing Detroit. Again, that's like playing Sacramento, so it's one and the same, essentially.
I agree with that.
But, I know another guy to keep an eye on. It might be Bryn Forbes. He might be getting some run. With no guards, they're going to need someone else to handle the ball. I know he played a lot last night. He played a lot of late minutes. But if you have no Lonnie Walker and you have no DeJounte Murray, you're going to need another guard on the floor. What's his face can't play. Derrick White can't play, the entire game.
Yeah, he's probably will get some run. I don't love the idea of using him, but I agree with you. I don't think he's the worst fill-in piece.
Right.
Aside from that, though, I'm pretty good on the Spurs guys. Actually, Poeltl's in play too, I guess. Maybe not.
He's fine. He's putting up and he's consistently getting 5 times.
His usage goes up a lot when Murray's out. Oklahoma State scored a touchdown, which is huge before the half.
Oh, love that. That's great. That's some good positive vibes that we're talking about.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. That makes me feel better with myself. Hopefully the Bruins put up going ape shit in the third and they 5-3.
I've seen crazier. As far as Detroit goes, they're missing everyone still, but all these guys have been priced up now. So
yeah.
I don't know what to do with these guys because, Diallo's coming off the best game of his career.
7,700 for him.
No thanks.
It makes me want to vomit.
Just I can't do it because
Yeah.
there's like I want to play Steph Curry. Like you know what I mean? Like
Right.
I mean, I don't think they're like horrible plays because everyone's still out. Like I'll put it like this: if Cunningham and Grant were in, playing Diallo at 7,700 would be idiotic. Like
Correct.
I don't think it's idiotic here. It's just not for me.
Right. I mean, I don't mind Derek Walton in this spot.
Same.
I mean, again, he's going to play a bajillion minutes, and he's only 4,500 too. And we know the tempo that San Antonio likes to play with too. So, again, I think his biggest downfall is that he's only point guard eligible.
Him, Garza, and your boy Cassius Stanley, I think, are the three guys that stand out for me.
Yep, my boy Cassius.
Yeah,
he was fine. I mean, he's not going to do anything special. He played a lot of minutes though, put a lot of shots up. He doesn't do anything else but score. So,
yeah,
I mean, the biggest problem.
It's 3K for a reason.
Right. But I mean, Kyle Guy last night, perfect example, went bananas.
I wouldn't say that's the perfect example. That's the outlier, but I mean, I'm with you.
When I looked at that stat, when I looked at the tournament, I saw that in the first place lineup, and I was like, "What the?" Kyle Guy with 24.
It's funny,
huh?
I've always liked him too.
Yeah. No, it was just funny. I was like, out of anyone, for that team that I thought was going to do anything, he was not the guy I was thinking of.
Me too. Those guys were nasty in college at Virginia. Him and Ty Jerome.
Yeah, right. And then the league hasn't really transpired yet.
No one thought it would. I don't think. Garza though, like, are we going right back to him at 43? I think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, again, look at the minutes.
Yeah, dude, he's better offensively than that too. He shot 1 of 10.
Right.
I mean, that's a low amount of shots. I think because he was shooting so bad. I think he's like by far the top play from Detroit. I don't really think it's close.
Yeah, I get that for sure. I mean, again, you're looking at massive minutes on a guy who, essentially he played piss poor and hit 5 times value.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine if he plays average to above average, what that's going to look like.
And that's not even saying what happens when he plays really well.
Right. If we get an average game from him, we're looking at 35-ish, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was going to say 30 to 35, so I'm right with you.
Yep. So
he definitely has 10x upside, also for sure.
Oh, it would not shock me. Not in the
not me either.
I mean, and the other thing is too is I think San Antonio for rebounding purposes they have Jakob and that's literally it. You know what I mean? So like Garza's going to be right there banging with him, and a couple of more rebounds fall his way. You get that double bonus on top of it. He gets one more rebound. I think it's a good play.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's a great play all formats. Yeah. Now there are other good centers on this slate, but it's a good thing that New Orleans game's off the slate because otherwise Hernan-Gomez would be a lock.
Oh, God, I know.
We do have Gafford coming up, though.
That is true.
Who's also a lock. Honestly, I'd play both these guys.
I was going to say, why wouldn't you just play both and move on?
I called out Gafford the other day. Remember when he was year 7? He scored basically the same. And last game, he left a little bit because of injury. I don't know if I can expect the 5 blocks, but maybe he scores a little bit more. I think he's a solid, like rock solid here. One of the better plays on the slate, 56.
Yep, no, for sure. I mean, I think he's going to fall more so into more rebounds, and I think his shot attempts, they could be a little bit higher. So I mean, I have no issues with that call at all. The only thing I worry about is the blowout factor, but you can't play DFS with that, with that mindset.
I'm not really worried about that at all. Like this line's only 2. Like,
is it really?
Yeah, I like Washington in this game.
That's wow. But I guess I don't know. Okay. That's why I usually stick to betting football, but then I get degenerate wise and I go every other sport that's out there.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday, like the Bulls played the Pacers. Pacers were missing guys. The Bulls were only -3. I like the Pacers a lot. Pacers covered. They didn't win that game. Rosen, like a last-second heat. Do you see that?
No, I missed it.
So I actually like Washington in this game a lot. I like the fact that you just said that blowout factor. I was first going to ask you, like, who do you think's blowing out here? Obviously, you think Chicago's blowing out. They're the much better team. They've won 6 in a row. But for me, it's like, damn, Washington's only a 2-point dog. Like, they're actually playing decent again now. Beal's back.
Right.
I don't love this game from a DFS perspective, though. I will say, Beal, I like. I mean, he was good for us last game.
No, yeah, absolutely. I mean, a 10K, but and especially with Dinwiddie off the floor, he's going to take even more shots than he normally would without Dinwiddie on the floor.
Yeah, he will. I I wouldn't say he's like a priority for me because I mentioned I do like Curry, but I also do like Beal here. And I mean, I don't think playing both is crazy with value all over the slate. Outside of him and Gafford, is there anyone from Washington you like?
Not particularly. I mean, if you fall into filler pieces like Denny, I don't mind going back to, but he's so average. He's gonna do nothing to wow you, but he's not gonna do anything to kill you either.
I agree. I mean, KCP, I feel similarly about.
Yeah, I mean, KCP's on, and
his price is getting too high though.
Well, I mean, for what he does, which is essentially, I mean, I think you're looking more at the lineup. He's going to score more than he can do. Like, I feel like last game was kind of an outlier with the amount, the blocks and the steals.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So, such as, I mean, yeah, there's nothing else really. I mean, no. So, what about in the Chicago side? Anything? I think they're all priced appropriately, in my opinion.
The one guy that I think looks good is Kobe White.
Yeah. And that's only because Caruso and Ball are still out.
He's playing good ball right now, man.
Well, you know what? It's funny when obviously a couple of years ago when everyone was really, really high on him when he came out of UNC, he played on a team that was kind of shitty, to be honest with you. And now that he has all these pieces around him, where he doesn't have to be the guy, I feel like he is so much better off as a player with that sense.
I do too. Yeah, like, his shooting has been as well. Yeah, his price is getting up there, but maybe he's still probably too cheap.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he hit the 54 to 58 threshold, that's when I'd pull off. I think sub 5K, he's still, I mean, strong. He's only missed value once.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, with those guys out, he's not bashful either when he's out there. I watched a lot of this game yesterday. He looked really good.
Yeah, and you know what? The other thing is too is he's a streaky player. So you put a streaky player who's hot right now, and the confidence is building with the way he's been playing. I mean, what's not to like?
Amen to all
that. All right.
Anyone else from Chicago you like though? Like, what about the other? Like the DeRozans, Vooch, Levines of the world.
I think they're all priced appropriately.
Same.
Like in a 10-2, I'd much rather play Beal at 10-3 than him at 10-2.
Same.
So
I'm with you.
Sweet. All right, next we'll look at the Clippers. So no Zubac, no Hartenstein, no Batum, Kawhi, PG. Serge is still too cheap.
Yeah, he's a lot still.
Yep.
No, though, dude. Like, he didn't play like in the second half really. Like, they went small. Like, he was good yesterday, but not really. I mean,
not for the price that he was. I mean, not for the percentage owned he was.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, Morris, his price dropped, correct? He dropped 500. His price dropped 500 today.
There's no reason for that.
No, and I kind of like him in this spot at 5,800 against Brooklyn, because he's going to have to be in the, he's going to be on Durant because he's going to try to get in his head and chirp him out. And I think in those type games where he has to kind of run his mouth on top of just playing ball, I think he's almost better in those spots than he is if he's playing, a reserve team.
Yeah, I agree. I like him quite a bit here. There's no reason for his price to have gone down.
And literally, 2 weeks ago?
Blowout here, though.
Huh?
I'm very worried about the blowout here.
Yeah, I mean, you get the Clippers on a back-to-back, and you get a healthy Brooklyn team.
And Brooklyn, second game back with Durant now. They lost to Philly that game.
Right.
I actually might just avoid this game.
Yeah, I think I like Morris the best just because he's still gonna have to put shots up regardless of the score and the outcome. He's still gonna have to do something. And at 5,800 again, I don't mind. He's probably my favorite piece. I think the chalky piece is obviously Ibaka.
Yeah, agree. I like Morris quite a bit. If I'm using anyone from them.
Yeah, I mean, and the Ibaka thing. I mean, your call is well taken. Like, he played 18 minutes last night, and he put up 22. Like, is it very possible he plays 18 minutes tonight and puts up 10? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
People are just going to see the games. They're going to see the score that he put up 22 last night at 32, and now he's only 33. They're going to say, well, he's going to do it again.
And I'm not excited about Ibaka on a back-to-back either.
No, old man Ibaka? Maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, and then so Brooklyn side, anything on the Brooklyn side that you're interested in? The only one that's out is Joe Harris and Kyrie, obviously.
Nah, I can't see that because
They're all priced appropriately.
yeah, they're all priced appropriately.
Yeah. All right. Next is Denver. So Denver actually going to play? That's always the question. They should be playing this game.
I think they're going to play this game.
Yep. So is Aaron Gordon back? He's still questionable with that hamstring. Let's see. Monte Morris he just entered health and protocol on Friday, so he's done though. So yeah, obviously Michael Porter's out. Jeff Green. So he entered protocol 2 days ago. Austin Rivers back. I mean, yeah. Is there anything that excites you in this game? Or this side, I should say?
I mean, Jokic always, like, smash spot, Jokic is going to be asked to do even more. Campazzo as value is getting a ton of love. And then Barton also looks pretty good. Talked about him the other day. You actually called that out, that he'd been playing really well. And he has been playing really well. So,
right.
I think all these guys are in play. I mean, Jokic, it's hard to get away from Jokic, honestly. I mean, who else do they have even? Like,
no one. I mean, he's going to have to put up. I mean, it's crazy. He puts up the amount of shots as a point guard. He rebounds like a center, and he has the assist rate of like a small forward shooting guard.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's insane. It's like you took all the positions and threw it into a human who's 7 feet tall.
I'm with you. It's bizarre.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, it's just hard because if you really like, if you really like Gafford and Garza, and you really like Curry, it's like, unless you can find that value elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and the other thing is like Garza and like Derek Walton, they're not like crazy cheap.
Right.
They're like still in the mid fours, which is a lot different than like, 3.
Right, 3,200.
Exactly, it's just a lot different. I mean,
right. Yep. So, and then on the Houston side of the ball, so Sengun is not going to play. He got hurt late in that game last night. So he got hurt with an ankle injury. They ruled him out of that game right away. I just don't see him playing. So, I mean, does that open any interest in Daniel Tice for you?
a little bit, yeah. I mean,
I think he's a really decent pivot off of a Chalky Ibaka.
Yeah, I get that for sure. It's not like Sengun plays big minutes though. With Jason Tate back, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is too is the blowout. So he lost run last game because of the blowout factor. But I mean, if a game stays competitive, you see him playing, relatively decent minutes on a shorthanded. But again, with Tate back, it makes it harder. But again, someone's got to take over those Sengun minutes. Obviously, he didn't play much yesterday because he got hurt. But that 15 to 20 minute range.
At all yesterday.
He didn't play at all.
I mean, I didn't see it when you clicked on the game log.
Oh no, that was not 27th. So yeah, he didn't play at all.
So that kind of takes me off him.
Yep, I would agree with that. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. Jalen Green, how's he been playing? I'm not gonna lie, I have not followed the Rockets
No, I mean, what's to follow with them?
Right.
We know. I'll say this about Jalen Green: as much as he's like struggled to start his NBA career, he's got upside at this price. So
right, 4,800 is a pretty decent price for this type of guy.
I'm not excited about anything on Houston here, though.
No, I mean, when does Houston ever excite anyone?
Never. I will say we didn't even talk about him earlier when we talked about Detroit.
Yeah.
As a pivot off Garza, I was going to say, like, they're down so many bodies. This Cheek Diallo.
I played him last time, and he was terrible.
He actually didn't do anything, huh?
I thought the same thing last week. I tried to pivot. The last game, I tried to pivot away from Garza when I was playing on a FanDuel lineup because Diallo had power forward eligibility. and just did nothing. But I mean, he's a good pivot. I mean, again, anything can happen.
He's a pivot, like blowout, foul,
right?
And anything. So yeah, I mean, he's 3,200, but I'm with you. I'm not like going out of my way for him at all.
Yeah, and especially because he's only center eligible again.
Yeah, I'll say though, like the slate doesn't have a lot of really cheap guys I like. It's got I like Garza,
Gafford,
but like the real cheap guys, Ibaka seems like the only one.
Right, and again, we kind of talked about. I'm not overly excited about that.
Yeah, I'm not either. The guy I am overly excited about tonight though is Steph Curry.
Oh yeah,
I just think he puts on a show here. He hasn't had like a monster game. Actually, he was good against Phoenix and Memphis, but coming off
good, but not Curry level.
Yeah, coming off a loss for them, I think we see like a monster game here. Utah in the second half of a back-to-back. I like him a lot. I'd love to be able to roster him and Jokic. I don't know if it's possible though, and I'll say this: I don't know how I'm going to get to Beal.
It's damn near impossible to get to Beal if you want to roster those ones.
I can't get to Beal with those two. It's just a matter of how I prioritize them. And I'll say this: the problem with Jokic is I like Garza and Gafford.
Right, and that's what kind of we were saying earlier. Like that center only eligibility is so crucial. Like it kills you because if they're forward eligible only, say they're small forward, power forward, like you have 4 opportunities or 3 opportunities to play them, or 4 technically with the utility.
For sure.
Center, you have 2.
Yeah, it stinks. Yeah, when these guys are multi-position eligible, like shooting guard, small forward, like you can roster them at 5 different spots.
Right.
We might as well just talk about this. The Warriors first because we're on them. What about Toscano Anderson with Draymond Green out? Just looking for cheap guys.
Right, trying to find some sort of sense of value.
Yeah.
I mean, he played decently for who he is and what he can offer you at 3,700 last game. And again, if you're trying to pivot away from Ibaka, I think he's really relatively, obviously a little bit more expensive, but he's relatively a good play.
Yeah, a little bit more expensive, but it's still under.
Right.
So.
Right.
Kevon Looney, I know he's only center eligible, but he's also under 4.
No.
I really don't know anything else from Golden State.
Nothing excites me down there.
No, these guys are getting priced up a little too.
Right.
What about Utah with Conley back tonight? I don't know if Ingles will play though.
Well, I was gonna say, is Conley definitely back?
Yeah, I think he's.
Oh, he was just sitting. Yeah. He was just resting. I mean, yeah. So he was out with a what?
I was gonna say one call I have, and again, a lot of times I don't like using centers against Utah, but I could see Gobert. First off, Gobert is going to be on the court because it's Gobert, and then with Whiteside, if he's out, there was a stretch earlier in the year when Whiteside was out where he was playing like he played 36 minutes last night. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
With Whiteside out, he'll get 36 minutes. That's a lot of minutes for someone like Gobert.
Right, and the thing is, with the other side of that,
you can't get to him. He's expensive and he's only center eligible. If I'm using an expensive center, it's Jokic.
Right. If I'm paying up at center, that's who it is. But I mean, Rudy Gay he had a hell of a first half last game.
Yeah, he did.
How did he finish? Obviously, I fell asleep.
He had 18 DK points in the first half, so
he bottomed out in the second half.
He didn't play that much,
Right.
They don't want to play him huge minutes. Once the blowout was starting, he was the first guy off the court. Mm-hmm. I don't really like anyone on Utah. The Warriors play good D.
Wow. Royce took no shots.
Yeah, dude. Royce had a stretch a week and a half ago where he was playing really good ball, and that is not.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that ain't the case anymore. So this is who he is.
Wow, you played 30 minutes and did not take a single shot. That is incredible.
Mitchell balled last night, balled hard.
Right. Again, 9,800. I mean, you have a price difference of 500 if you want to get between him and Beal.
I'd like Beal slightly more than him, but it does get me interested if I play Curry to match Mitchell with it. But I don't even know the more I look at the slate if I'm going to play Curry.
Yeah, it's a tough slate in the sense of, is there enough value for you to justify using 2 big pieces like that?
Yeah, and I'll say this, the thing that sucks about Jokic I think he is the top scorer on the slate. Like, I don't even think it's really a question. And you're really sacrificing one of those center spots, though, because if Garza and Gafford go for like 40,
yeah, you need
like
both of them.
75 from Jokic.
Yep, right. I mean, yeah, look at the premium. I mean, essentially for Gafford and Garza, you have less salary, and if they can even match,
Right.
you're
set. Right, it's less salary.
Right.
I'll say this for me, if I'm fading one of those, it's going to be Gafford today.
Correct. Yep, I agree with that.
Just slightly more, just because of their prices. But shall we build a little bit?
Yes, sir.
Because the other guy that like we didn't forget about, but like that's going to get love, that changes the price, like how you construct, is Derrick White.
Yep.
Because like once you roster him, like you're not using two other studs with him.
Right, because you're not going to be able to have that capability.
No. So
it might be a one stud night for me, and then kind of fill in with some balance. So there's not great value on the slate either, which we've kind of talked about.
No. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna do. Give me Garza and Gafford. I just think it's the easy way to go.
Yep. Garza, Gafford.
Give me both Whites, Derrick White and Kobe White.
White A, White B. Yeah, Kobe White presents a very good value at 4,800, and then that dual position eligibility is huge.
There's also Campazzo. Like, are there any even good forwards on the slate that we want?
I have Marcus Morris.
No, but I mean like expensive, like to spend up, because there's a lot of good guards.
I mean, no.
Yes, I'm gonna take out that.
Let's go.
Give me Jokic here.
Sorry.
Because I'm gonna go Jokic and Campazzo. All right, then I mean, there's so many different ways to go. I do like Marcus Morris. I'm worried about the blowout, but on paper, plug him in for now. The slate's just missing a lot of guys I really want to play.
Right. I mean, now you're looking at essentially you're looking at a forward position that's it's weak.
Really weak, dude. No good spend up options or good value. Like,
right. There's
nothing.
Nothing.
Sucks. This is the problem with the slate. Like, even if you roster Jokic and Curry, like all the value like is at guard, and then like there's those other two centers like Gafford and damn.
And then you're forced to play a guy like Ibaka, which you don't want to play.
Exactly. If you throw it back in here, who do you get even?
It's really helpful if I could spell. I feel like we have this conversation every time.
Yeah, and that does that to me too.
So 79 at forward. That gets you Kuzma.
He was awesome for me last game. The other problem with this slate is that these guys are priced up, man.
Right. You see Kuzma last year at 8K, you're just vomiting and walking by him.
I don't want to play him for 8K here. I mean, I don't think I could. He was my last man in last time. He ended up having a really good game, but
yeah, I didn't want to play him last week at 68. At
this price point, I mean, those 30, like the 35, 33, and 39, like you're a little bit disappointed.
Right. Especially at 8K, you need 40 minimal.
Yeah, like the 44 is fine. You're not like, oh,
right.
Got me 40. Like,
right. Yeah, I mean, you can drop off Ibaka, and then if there's two mid-tier guys like in this range, like is this a range where you go Denny, which we talked about? He's not special, but then you have about 6K left, which could get you Keldon Johnson or Tate.
Yeah, I mean, I might be like that more too. I don't mind that either. Yeah, what do you got? I mean, I'm sure yours is going to be similar.
Yeah, for the sake of being different, I'm going to jump off Jokic. But if there's anything if there's nothing I can find, so I'm just going to start like this because there's no need for me to erase the rest of them. Let's see if I can get Curry here, 53. So 53. If I put Toscano Anderson in, See, that's disgusting. That range is like, you almost have to go with your forward spots. You have to go mid because there's nothing low and there's nothing high.
Right. I feel like Durant is like in play just because forward stinks.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind Tate in this spot. I don't expect 40 again.
Me neither.
But I don't. I mean, I'd be okay with 30.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. I don't love it.
No.
But, like, if we look at the forwards real quick, like, I feel like a lot of people are just going to flock to the Durants and DeRozans of the world.
Morris and Ibaka, people are going to flock to.
Right. Ibaka's going to be so heavily owned again. I think he's a good pivot off. Like, I think he's not going to be a good play tonight.
I kind of don't like any of the Clippers. I swear, I just don't.
Yeah, I mean. Oh well, does Barton only have guard eligibility now?
Oh, I think he does, which stinks.
Naturally, because he was small forward, shooting guard last game.
Of course.
Naturally, why wouldn't they just leave him alone?
No, I think the last time we looked, remember when they were going to play that slate, he was only shooting guard.
Oh, you're right, because I was pissed about it then too.
Yes, but the time before that, like, I've never seen him without small forward eligibility.
Right. Oh my God, 3-3 Bruins, 15 minutes left. Let's go.
Wow, they scored. It's tie game?
They scored 2 goals in 4 minutes and 50 seconds.
So it's tied?
It's 3-3.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh, let's get it. Sorry.
Anyway. No, you're good. I'll say another cheap guy that's forward eligible is Josh Christopher.
Yeah. I mean, he plays minutes. Yeah, I mean, I got no problem with that. He's put up over 20 in the past 2 games. It's sub 4K.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, listen, it's not like the greatest play in the world, but he's 3-7. So,
yeah.
And there's also Devin Vassell we talked about.
Yep. I actually don't mind if I'm going to go Curry in this matchup. I almost don't mind Royce O'Neal, even though he sucked the last game.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we know he's got 20 plus in there for sure.
Right. And I think if Ingles is ruled out.
Ooh, you know who I also think is like sneaky, and we're just talking about like Justice Winslow, 3,400 small forward eligibility with everyone playing Ibaka. How about Amir Coffey at 3,200?
Yeah, Coffee, dude. Like last night, your call on Lou Will was a great call.
Lou Will was like guy.
Oh my God, he put up 27.
Yeah, he had a good game.
Yeah, I mean, right here. I mean, what's wrong with what part of this game log has been terrible to you?
Yeah, exactly. I think he gets all the blowout run, shooting guard and small forward eligible. Not that I would use him at guard, but man, especially like if I'm not playing the other Clippers.
Yeah, but I even think like he's been playing minutes even though they haven't been fully blown out.
No, I agree. I'm just saying he's gonna get blown. Like.
Oh, if it gets blown out, he's still gonna play. I see.
Yeah, like if I'm not using, like Marcus Morris, and I think you can use him with Morris too. But like Coffey's playing no matter what. He'll play more
right
run, in my opinion.
So like 20, even if you look at his last game log, like since Christmas, essentially 23 has been his minimal.
Yeah, I'm on him.
I like that call a lot, especially in a position that sucks.
Same exact price as
Ibaka.
Yeah, I mean you could use them together too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I really think I'm getting off Ibaka this game.
Yeah, I mean I kind of wanted to. The only thing I'll say is like he's 3,200, so it's not killing you no matter what.
Right. I mean, but Coffey's 3,200 too. I think it's a great pivot.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I'm with you. Like,
yeah.
Let me just throw up this other real quick build.
Yeah.
Just because I have it right now. All right, both whites.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Even though he spells it wrong. See, it even gets auto corrected on this.
Yeah. Ibaka, just because I'm gonna need 2 cheap. Like you'll see.
Yeah, I figure. I feel like I have a good idea where you're going with this. But continue.
Garza.
And I guess Jokic.
Yes, Curry and Jokic, and your boy Cassius Stanley.
My boy. There he is.
Oh, wait. Oh, I thought Ibaka was 32. So you'd have to take out Ibaka. Ooh, Ibaka doesn't fit there. So, see, I don't know. Is there anyone else like that's even cheap that like is playable?
You can't play Stanley.
Yeah, I thought he was forward eligible. Damn,
No.
dude.
Although, what the hell did you just? Was it this guy that got? No, it wasn't him. No, I was trying to figure out who the hell was the person. I'm trying to think of someone last night. I mean, you could, no, see, Diallo's only center. Jeez.
Yep, and so this isn't going to work. You'd have to take out like one of the whites to make this work.
Right.
Or go to Diallo instead of Garza. I don't want to do that, but
that sounds painful.
Yeah, it sounds very painful. I'm with you.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so damn, I thought Ibaka was 30. See, that's the type of build. Like, I get why Ibaka's getting a ton of love, dude, because like there's no one else even in his range that's gonna play minutes.
Well, so what if you dropped off Curry and you went Beal?
Or I could drop off Jokic and go Beal.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, the only thing that sucks is Beal's still gonna take up that utility spot.
Yeah, exactly, because you can't play another guard.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing up there that I like. So
yeah, same. I don't know. We could probably build for hours, if not days, and we got NFL video to make. So this is just a free video for you guys, members only for the public. We're gonna do NFL next. It'll just be the members only, and then I'll make the public video tomorrow morning. So appreciate you guys. Happy New Year. Thank you to you for coming on with me. Unless you got anything else, I think that's it.
That's it, guys. Good luck. Happy New Year.
Thanks again, guys.